Good evening. Let's try that again. Good evening. Thank you so very much for being here this evening as we show solidarity and support of all of our brothers and sisters over in Israel. I want to ask you to please silence your cell phones if you have one. The service will be up on here, so if you don't have one of the sheets, because perhaps we have more people than I expected, which is always a good thing, you'll be able to see it up here. And there are some videos that will also be up there, so you'll want to make it so you can face that screen. I want to thank the president of our congregation, Kay Fleischaker, and the rest of our board for allowing us to have this service this evening. We put together very quickly. Obviously, it was something that needed to be done as quickly as we could. I would like to introduce and thank Mayor-elect Ben Marciano for being here this evening. And we will begin our service with a prayer that begins with Psalm 55. My heart is in anguish within me. The terrors of death, you don't have this one, it's not in your. The terrors of death have fallen on me. Fear and trembling have beset me. Horror has overwhelmed me. I said, oh, that I had the wings of a dove, I would fly away and be at rest. I would flee far away and stay in the desert. I would hurry to my place of shelter far from the tempest and the storm. It is so easy in our fear and anger to want to close ourselves off. Our feelings of pain and sorrow push us to close our doors to the outside to shield ourselves from any future pain. I will admit that I feel that pain. I feel that anger and that fear. I've spent the last few days wondering why. How could this have happened? And yet at the same time, I'm not surprised. Hate begins hate, and so on. However, if we close our doors, if we push everything away, if we flee from this, then the hate has won. No, we must join together as a community of Jews, Christians, Muslims, Sikh, Hindus, atheists, all Americans, and all citizens of this world, one community of humanity. Together we can overcome what causes us the most fear and anguish right now. There are many, many things and many ideas that divide us, but why should we dwell on these? Why not instead dwell on the things that binds us together? We have so much more in common. Psalm 133 teaches us, Hine matovu manayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good and pleasant it is that we can join together as brothers and sisters. And this is the lesson. This is what I want us to dwell on. Our coming together in a time of need to find joy, to find goodness. We do not have to look hard to find it. We just have to look to our left and our right at the faces of those who stand together with us. Baruch atah Adonai, Osher mevarech et amo Yisrael b'shalom. Blessed are you, God, who blesses your people Israel with peace. One of the most important words we can say, some of the most important words. Lo yisa goy al goy cherev, lo yilmadu od milchama. Nation shall not lift sword against nation, neither shall they learn war anymore. Anything that's on the screen, you may read with me. God of Israel, bless this nation and protect us even as the sirens blare and combat has come to our streets. Let peace be close at hand, so that we dance in the gardens and the groves, in the heights and in the deserts, once more in joyous celebration of Torah and life. We gather together in faith and with hope to pray for peace and for the safety of the people of Israel. Help us, O Holy One, and protect us in our hour of need. Touch our hearts, lest they be hardened with despair. Guide our thoughts, lest they are overcome with fear. Bring healing to the wounded, strength to those in mourning, courage to those in fear, wisdom to those who lead. Yadid Nefesh, beloved one, reveal yourself and fill the world with your light. Spread over us the shelter of your peace. Be quick, God of love, for the time has come. Have mercy upon us, eternal one of peace. The words Am Yisrael Chai, the Jewish people shall live. This is something that we have been saying and chanting as a Jewish community since our beginning. And we sing the words like this. Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael, Am Yisrael Chai. 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 Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu Chai, Od Avinu Chai. Od Avinu, Od Avinu, Od Avinu Chai. The Shema is the most important prayer that a Jewish person can say. It is a prayer that recites that the Lord is one. It is what makes the Jewish community what we are. It is the first words we say in the morning and the last words that we say when we go to bed, and the words that we say upon our own demise. Today we say a special Shema for all of the victims of the terrorist attacks in Israel. Too often when we wake, when we walk on our way, when we lie down, our eyes and hearts are forced upon Shema, hear, O Israel. News reports terror in the streets. Bloodshed flows from people simply on their way, no longer, now buried, wife, rabbi, son, friend. Adonai Eloheinu, my God, we cry out, when does this stop? Each life is a world horrifically destroyed. Our God, Adonai Echad, one God, one life, hundreds of lives. Too many, broken breath opens our eyes and hearts. Across the oceans, we pray at one. We pray for God to create a shelter of peace over us and over all of those who are